Hi everybody, it's Kathy here from Kathy Loves to Scrap, and I'm coming to you from Down Under today. Today I'm doing series 15 of Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, and it is day 4. This is the great sketch by Jessica Michaels, and you can find Jessica here on YouTube. This is my layout that I interpreted from her great sketch, and I'm going to walk you through it. These are the titles that I'm going to use around the outside of those circles that you saw. I've got my ephemera collection. These two photos, one of my daughter, one of myself on our cruise. This was on the Quantum of the Seas. They have this great big giant chair, and we took those photos on one of the formal nights. I've collected together some scraps that are reflected in my base paper but are adding some extra detail to the page. I love this Viv and Lane paper. I've had it for a while, and this is going to be perfect for this layout. It's just very, very cool. Viv and L, I think it's called. It's a really old paper. This black cardstock, of course, is necessary for my framing and also for my circle, which I've just cut out on my Cricut. So what I'm doing now is I'm tracing around the edge of my circle to get the curve correct for my wedges that I'm going to need for those semicircle around the outside of the layout. And what I've done is I've measured into the middle exactly, and I'm now just joining up the edges to create the wedge, as you can see. This is a quick and easy way of doing it. I'm sure other people have got other ways of doing it, but I find the teacher in me takes over, and this is how I get a wedge for graphing and so forth at school, so I thought it tied in nicely here. I have gone ahead and I've layered those onto my circle so that I have got them taking up almost half a circle or a semicircle, but it's slightly off. I'm sure I could have done wedges and overlaid them, but I like the way this looks, especially with that back paper, and it is not next to each other and they're not opposite like you can see in the sketch, but they are complementary, and I like the way that I've layered them up. So I'm putting down these two photos into place as per the sketch, but I'm just adjusting my wedges there so that it is filling out the page and marrying the swirl underneath. So I've added in these titles, and I went and punched the edge of that paper. I couldn't decide whether I wanted to have the gold colours showing or the rainbow, but I've gone with the rainbow. I'm going a bit rogue here. Jessica had this top embellishment over in the top right, and I'm actually adding one to the top left and one to the top bottom right, just because of the spacing on this layout. I'm using foam tape to pop up the title, and I actually am cutting the longer words so that they will hug the circle and go around. Now, as you watch, you can see that I have a bit of a mental block as to which direction I would like that title to go, and I finally keep it going in the circle right around it. Foam tape allows it to lift up, give it some dimension. Now, when you play with your ephemera and adding it to your layout, it's a matter of finding the correct spot for it. I'm just adding mine in and tucking it behind that photo to build it up just a little bit. I have these tiny little hearts that I have fussy cut out, and I'm adding those around the layout to balance it. I've got 4, and we all know that I don't like it if it's not evenly odd. So I actually go back and add another one to the top left corner. I put the date onto that little tab. It was the date, like I said, on the cruise. It was the formal night, and we were having some photos downstairs, and we took the opportunity to get the photos in the chair. It's very hard to get photos in that chair because it's very popular with people on the cruise to have their photos or just sit there. I'm now using some sequins from Spiegelman. Oh my goodness, the best sequins mixes in the world, I believe. They're just amazing. You need to go and check out her collections. This one is called Goblin, and I'm using the greens in it, as well as I go and use some of the purplies colours and the oranges. I just love these sequins mixes. They are just outstanding. And I'm just placing them around the layout just to give it a little bit of a sparkle, because it was the formal night And not that you can tell very much in the photos, but those hearts, they were actually shimmery glitter as well, so it adds a little bit of sparkle to the layout. I did do faux stitching around the edges to lift my framing, and I did faux stitch around the wedges, as you can see. This added some detail to the layout and broke up the intensity of the framing. I love how this has come together. I think it is a great sketch. Jessica's provided us with a great challenge here. At first I was not sure how that was going to work. When I found that paper in my stash, I just knew I just had to do it. I did reverse it, as I said, with the top and embellishment, but I've done 2 to balance it out. I'm quite happy with how it came. There you can see there's the original with the title around the outside, 2 photos, the 2 wedges and the embellishment. That's how mine has come together. I'm sure that there are going to be a whole range of different ones created from this great sketch. The playlist for this is down the bottom in my description, as you should check out the Facebook group where all of them will be, and I'll put that link in my description as well. Remember, I'm Kathy from Kathy Loves Scrap, and I'm coming to you from down under. If you liked anything tonight, please give me a like. It lets YouTube know that you like what you're seeing. If you aren't already subscribed, give me a little tick in the subscribe button. If you are, thank you for coming back. Remember, you can find me on Instagram under Kathy Loves Scrap, where all my layouts end up, even those without videos. Thanks for watching, everybody. Happy scrapping. Until next time.